Hey there everybody, redxparasite here, and welcome back to Let's Play Metroid Prime. In the last episode, we came down here to the Dynamo, we fought an invisible security drone, and we got ourselves the power bombs. So with the power bombs, we'll now finally be able to destroy Bendesium blocks and other such things. I feel like we're not supposed to jump to that one just yet. Maybe it's just me. But now we're going to be making our way back out of the Phazon Mines. Luckily, we won't have to take exactly the same path. Yeah, there we go. So there'll be at least some new ground that we'll be covering on our travels. This guy's still not waking up, which I am fine with. But we can test out our new power bombs. Nope. The doors, these kinds of doors will push you up into them, so kind of nice. Now, this is a bit tricky one. So once you walk forward here, there's going to be a cutscene activating with an elite pirate. Okay, we were able to get around it. The tricky part is just getting around this corner by the time that he faces this direction. Alternatively, you could go to the right, but then you'll probably run into this. So, something to keep in mind, I suppose. But we took him out just as easily as last time. Now, we have enough missiles at this point. Oh, hello. To where I'm not really worried about using them, and really, I'm not using missiles so much against a lot of the regular enemies that, you know, running out of them is a big deal. But we have collapsed Bendesium wall, so let's try out our new power bombs. Oh, okay, I will take those gladly. And here we have the map station for the Phazon Mines. Now I forget if it goes all the way down to the lower levels. I guess we'll find out. Okay, indeed it does. So you can see some of the fun areas that we'll be visiting eventually. But for now, we're making our way back, because we can't go forward just yet. We do not have the right equipment. I was trying to hit the door from really far away, but wasn't able to. So, there's another Bendesium grate down here that we can blow up with the power bombs. And once we activate this scan point, the fans will become fully active, blow the puffers into that grating and destroy it. So kind of a roundabout way of doing things, but it also takes care of the metavibrium gas that's in this area. So you won't have to worry about getting damaged in this area anymore. Because we're going to need to use the boost ball to get back up to that area. It takes a little bit of time to do that, so you can sustain some damage. We have more shadow pirates. See, there are quite a few boxes around this area, so we can replenish some of the missiles that we used. Is that it? Okay, looks like it's about it. Yeah, the nice thing about these guys is you can get the drop on them, somewhat literally. Hi. Hey, are you seriously going upstairs? Why did you two go upstairs? I'm down here. Well, and considering that they can't fire at me from a distance, their only option that they can use is attacking me, like, you know, with melee weapons at a close range, so you're not going to accomplish much up there. So the pirates that are usually here, if you're coming from the other direction, won't be there if you approach from that door. So So let's just blow up these boxes from a safe distance. Replenish our missile stock. Oh. Okay, I'll have to scan that later, but that is power bomb ammunition. So that'll give you back 1 power bomb ammo. But we'll just have to scan that again at a later time. See, I'm not used to having to scan ammo now because I've scanned most of it. It's just that we have, you know, this new bit of ammo. So just take your time here. These scatter bamboos will go, like, move up and down. So it makes them a bit trickier to deal with, but they're not that bad. But now that we're back here and we have the power bombs, we can finally get to the yellow level. And the nice thing about coming to this room from the highest level, once I can actually get myself inside the slot, seems to be beyond me. There we go. We can just go from the top down and not have to worry about climbing up to the other levels, which is really nice. And once we get down to the bottom floor, oops, and we're gonna have as much trouble with this one as I did with the last one. Service not quite. So we'll just ride this all the way back up to the top. Now in these sections where you have ground below you, you don't really need to use this spider ball. You can just roll normally. Now in the GameCube version, at least the NTSC version, there was not a power bomb block in front of this door. And you can actually get the grapple beam somewhat early as a result. But we're just getting it when we're supposed to. But now we can finally use these grapple hooks, which means we can also scan them. New research entry. So it's just press and hold Z, and then you'll swing. It's as easy as that. Wow, that actually opened the door. Wow. But now we're gonna make our way back to the main quarry, actually. So there you go. That's me using the boost ball to get a little bit of extra height. Save me some time. But here we are back at the main quarry. So we actually don't need to scan it. So you can use the crane as a shortcut to skip that initial area. So that's nice. Also, did you jump up there? Okay, well, have fun with that. So we're just killing all of the pirates right now. Showing no mercy. Where'd you go? Did you drop down? Do I really care? Not really. Alright, so on our way out. Oh, there you are. On our way out, we'll just hit up the save point. Oops. But actually, are we out of power bombs right now? We are. This is vexing. We need to get some power bomb ammo. I need to scan it too. Will you give me power bomb ammo? No, you're a jerk. Aha, okay. Scan. Research. Let's see, there should be some more boxes down here. Let's see if we can get lucky. Ooh, okay, we got one more. So we only have a maximum capacity of 3 right now. Which means we actually should have all of them back. That's what I would call productive. We're gonna make a quick. Okay, I'm gonna use this. Kill the space parts really effectively. And since we already had the ammo, wow. We're actually getting a lot of power bomb ammo. But there's a quick missile right here that you can just grab on your way out. I mean, we couldn't get it before because we didn't have the power bombs, but now we do. So let's make our way to the elevator back to the Talon Overworld. And I just realized that I really don't like this room. You can't boost through it as easily. Now, with the jump ball, you can actually navigate it faster in morph ball mode, but it's still probably not as fast as just walking through it. And of course, we need to immediately switch to wave beam. Why did I say wave beam? We were just in the wave beam. We need the ice beam. That is the beam I was looking for. So, we're back here in the Talon Overworld. I don't know why I keep putting V in front of it, but I do. Ow! You suck. Okay. Well, we're back here in Darkville, and not being able to see where we're going. I think I'm headed in the right direction. I don't know how I managed to navigate that so effectively, but this time let's not fall off. I'd vote for that. I avoided most of those spikes. But now we're gonna head up into this area. So I don't know if we've shown this off before, but there you go. Now we can kill the blood flowers. You know, stop having them be a nuisance to us. But we're actually conveniently right where we need to be in order to get the next upgrade. Now, you're supposed to use the spider ball in order to get up this, but it's not necessary. You can actually get the X-ray visor without it. I'm going to try to show that off here. But the general premise is you just want to jump up onto this track in the middle here, jump up onto this little lip here, and then you have to jump backwards a little bit and then forward again. It's kind of difficult to do in the trilogy version, or in the Wii version, but I'm gonna give it a few more shots. Yeah, I'm getting really close. This is me just being silly and trying to break the game, which is, I mean, if you really want to know how I play Metroid games, aside from, you know, speedrunning them, which I definitely do, this is the kind of stuff that I just try. Come on. I don't want to give up just yet, but I also don't want to, you know, be here and waste the entire episode on this. I can jump. I can jump well, is really what I should have said. Okay. One more try. It's do or die time. I help myself. Yeah, okay, we'll just do it the normal way. The boring way. So we'll just skip a little bit of it. And boom. Here we are. So, this is being blocked by Badesium. Now, fun fact, you can actually sequence break, and instead of getting, like, the power bombs out of order, you can actually get power bomb expansions before you get the power bombs themselves. Which is kind of funny. It's also a little bit more difficult because getting the power bombs gets you 3. Ooh, okay, I'm glad I was able to stay up on top. This missile expansion is actually a lot more annoying to get than it should be, because for whatever reason, this half pipe right here just loves to kill your momentum, and you could actually kind of see it. Can I? Okay, cool. But yeah, it just kills your momentum sometimes, and it's really frustrating to deal with. So, boom, have an X-ray visor. I've been talking about it for a while, and we finally have our hands on it. So, if you're wondering what it can do, it can see through things. Wait, you mean like X-rays? Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Although some of these things wouldn't exactly work. So basically what you're supposed to be able to see is that these walls are breakable, I guess. There's something behind it. But there is an infinitely respawning, I forget what that type of enemy is called. And it's not going to come back anytime soon. But that one will always drop power bomb ammo. So if you need to get some power bomb ammo, that is how. Now, one of the artifacts entries that we scanned at the artifact temple, if I go into my logbook, once it loads, let's see, is it Life Giver? No. Yeah, I think it's Spirit. No. Okay, I totally remember all of these by name. Is there one that we don't have before? There it is. Okay, so in one of Talon's far corners, a grove of life lies. Reveal the pillar beneath the waves to find the artifact of Chozo. So this is the artifact of Chozo. It's in the life grove. So it's actually the 11th artifact, and we're getting it second. You know, makes sense. We're going to be getting them all out of order. You don't have to get them in order by any means. So, I think if we scan the artifact, it just says that Chozo artifact. Yeah. Can we actually space jump up to that? No. That is inconvenient. So we'll just pick this up. And it will tell you which artifact you get when you pick it up. So, artifact 7th. I can clearly count numbers. But once we get it, it'll fill in on our logbook screen, so you can see that we have 2 of them. And you also get a credit for collecting the artifacts. So, in the GameCube version, again, you know, talking about speedrunning strats, you can actually leave this room by jumping up on this pillar, which I guarantee you can actually stand upon. I'm just not hitting it very well. But you can stand on this pillar and actually jump to that ledge from there. It's a really tight jump, but certainly possible, so you can make use of that. But we can't do that in this version. But we can do a little time saver here by jumping into the morph ball track and then falling off, because that saves time. But yeah, you can stand up in those. I've actually done it once before. It's way back in the Chozo ruins when we had one of these inlaid walls that they expect you to navigate with the morph ball. But the major reason that you want to skip going around this loop is because you will have a fight with some Chozo ghosts on your way out. So now that we have the X-ray visor, we can actually see them and track them. Now, your long distance vision with the X-ray visor, not the best. So fighting them is actually not too much easier with it, because if they are far away, then you won't be able to see them. You'll still be able to lock onto them, but you just won't be able to see them. Now, it takes one super missile and a charge shot to beat these guys. That's about the fastest way that you're going to be able to take them out now. So remember, they don't get affected by the other beam weapons at all. It's only the power beam and super missiles. So you can't hit them with regular missiles, but super missiles, since they're the super weapon for the power beam, that works for whatever reason. So that drops us right back out at the top of this area. And we actually got out of there really quickly, which I am happy about. Let's see. So I think we're actually in a pretty good place to end the episode. So I'm going to take care of these enemies here just because I don't want them annoying me. But in the next episode, we'll continue getting some stuff. So thank you very much for watching this episode of Let's Play Metroid Prime. I've been redxparasite. Boom. Signing out.